Hi viewers, welcome to Commissioner of Collegiate Education, Government of Telangana. I am Veeraya Sheelam, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany. I have been working at Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. So BSc Botany, final year, 5th semester, paper name Ecology and Biodiversity. Today topic Ecological Factors, Part 2. Part 1 I have discussed on light. Today I am going to discuss about temperature. It is belongs to climatic factor. So it is the part 2. Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. Albert Einstein. So look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. So always try to look deep into nature, then you can understand everything. When you are troubled, when you are happy, in all times you think deeply. In front of you sit nature and understand everything better. So that is the greatness of nature, and nature gives relief also to us. So today contents: introduction, climatic factors. Climatic factors are to light and temperature, along with water also there, but light was completed. Now I am going to discuss on temperature. So environment. Plant growth and development directly link with environment. That environmental factors are broadly divided into four categories. They are climatic factors, light, temperature, water, etc. Biotic factors, there belongs to living organisms. Edaphic factors belongs to soil, land related. Topographic factors, so it is the surface of the land. Among these four, climatic factors are abiotic. Edaphic belongs to abiotic, topography also abiotic. These three are belongs to abiotic. It is the biotic factor. So broadly divided into abiotic factors and biotic factors. Now one abiotic factor, that is temperature. Temperature means just intensity of light is called temperature. It is measuring by 2-3 ways. So Fahrenheit, Celsius, centigrade. These are the units of the temperature. Simply intensity of light is called temperature. Source is sun always. So solar radiation. Here temperature energy is called thermal energy. So the thermal energy transfer from environment to the biotic organisms by the temperature radiation, solar radiation. So solar radiation always transfer in between biotic factors and environment. Always environment provide solar radiation. Through the environment, the solar radiation enter into the biotic organisms. Then metabolic activities are does. Based on the availability of temperature, The plants are divided into two types: eurythermal plants, stenothermal plants. These two scientific terms are important. Eury means high, steno means less, little. So, which plants are growing in between 0 to 55 degrees centigrade temperature? Means high temperature. 55 degrees means not a joke. 55 is too high. Generally, the temperature available at deserts. Simply, which plants are growing is high temperature areas. They are called eurythermal plants. Eury means high, thermal means temperature. Example, Artemisia, Artemisia vulgaris. Stenothermal, which are growing at less temperature or moderate temperature, below moderate. They are called stenothermal. Example, palm trees. So, eurythermal and stenothermal. Eury means high, steno means less or little. So, lake stratification. Lake stratification or pond stratification. Lake and pond. One small difference is there in between pond and lake. Lake and pond both are main source is rainwater. So when it's rain, the water moves into pond or lake. If few months retain in pond, that rainwater retain for few months. Some months are not available. During the summer time, the water is not available. The ponds are go to sunk. So in which water body the water is not available entire the year, means a temporary water reserve water body is called pond. In pond entire annum water is not available, only few months available. But in lakes have water through the entire the year, but source is rainwater. Lakes are preserved, store the rainwater, sweet water, fresh water that is useful to us for drinking water or agriculture. So that is the difference in between lake and pond. Everywhere in lakes are water bodies, reservoir water reserves entire the year. That lake stratification. So the temperature, based on the temperature, during the summer time, the temperature create some differences in the inside of the water. That is called a temperature stratification. It is possible, it is visible in only during the summer time. Now I am taking temperature at summer time. When temperature is high and fluctuate in the water goes to stratified into upper surface. The upper surface is called epilimnion. Then bottom is called hypolimnion. In between thermocline or metacline. So upper surface and lower surface. Upper surface is called epilimnion, lower surface bottom is called hypolimnion. Epi means upper, hypo means bottom. In between thermocline or metacline. This is called thermocline or metacline. It is important for entrance. So almost thermocline depth is 200 meter from surface to. So up to thermocline the solar radiation is easily incorporated. Therefore, here biodiversity is also very rich. More animals, more fishes, more aquatic animals are living in up to thermocline. Beneath the thermocline, the layer is called hypolimnion. Solar radiation is not available. Solar rays are not easily incorporated into hypolimnion. So hypolimnion contain anaerobic microorganisms. Example, benthic organisms. They are anaerobes, they are decomposed to the dead and decay parts of bottom of the lake. Based on the temperature, the pond stratified into three layers: epilimnion, hypolimnion, the middle one is thermocline, based on the temperature. Next one, here also the lake divided based on the light but not temperature, based on the light. This is the littoral zone. It is also littoral zone. The margin of the pond, lake, the margins are considered as littoral zone. So edges of the pond, up to some meters, the edges here, this place and there, this place. These edges of the pond considered littoral. And the surface of the water, limnatic zone. So surface, entire the lake surface considered as limnatic zone. Littoral zone, limnatic zone. Both are surface. One is edges, another one is completely upper layer of the water. So the bottom also there, the bottom zone is profundal zone. Limnatic zone, profundal zone. Limnatic zone gets more sunlight. Limnatic zone gets more sunlight from the sun because limnatic is located at surface of the lake. Profundal, it not gets light because it is the bottom of the lake. The solar radiation cannot easily incorporated into up to the profundal. Therefore, the profundal zone, another name is aphotic zone. Limnatic zone is called photic zone. Photo means light. Photic zone, aphotic zone. So limnatic zone is called photic zone or euphotic zone. Eu means more. Aphotic means absent. So aphotic zone and euphotic zone, the upper surface considered as aphotic, euphotic, lower zone considered as aphotic, means light cannot incorporated. The bottom always with benthic, decomposers, anaerobic organisms. Beside diagram, it gives a clear information. So observe here, this is the littoral zone. This is the edge of the lake, littoral. This is the limnatic zone, entire the surface. Up to 200 meters depth, it gets more light. Therefore, this is called euphotic or photic zone. That is limnatic zone. This is the littoral zone. So this is photic zone. Photic. Light is available. This is the aphotic zone. Aphotic. Light is not available. The bottom is bentha. Generally, aphotic zone is called profundal. Profundal zone. And a very clear information given here in the diagram. Based on the temperature, based on the light. Based on the temperature, lake shows stratified. Epilimnion stratified into thermocline, and bottom one is hypolimnion. Epilimnion, hypolimnion, thermocline, based on the temperature. Based on the light, the same lake divided into the upper one is, the edge one is littoral, the surface is limnatic, and bottom one is aphotic or profundal. The upper comes under photic. Photic or limnotic. Photic means light is available. Here aphotic. So the lake divided based on the temperature and based on the light. These are stratified based on the temperature and light. So remember, metacline, it is important. Profundal or aphotic. Then benthic. So the bottom always filled with benthos. So bottom filled with benthos. They are decomposing to the dead and decay parts of plant and animals. So it is the stratification of lake. Next, some more definitions are coming. Some terminology, scientific terminology. Freezing injury. So about the temperature, what is the temperature now? Maybe the control temperature 35 degrees generally. On the land, on the earth, the maximum temperature may be 80 degrees. Sometimes extremely temperatures also there. Extremely temperature minus 70 degrees centigrade. So higher temperature 80 degree. So minus 70 degrees centigrade available at Russia, Siberia area or Antarctic. 80 degrees centigrade available at African continent, Sahara desert, etc. deserts. So huge difference in between them. It is a common temperature. So temperature is required for all metabolic activities. Never, either ponds or oceans, never below the 0 degree centigrade. The temperature never reach to the below 0 degrees. In oceans, maximum, the less temperature recorded 2.5 degrees centigrade. But in ponds and lakes, maybe 4 degrees, 5 degrees minimum. Never reach to the 0. Sometimes, rarely, extremely, the temperature fall down into 0 to 4 degrees centigrade. In that moment, in their bodies, animals or plants in their bodies, at intercellular spaces, the cytoplasm water convert into crystals. In between the intercellular spaces, the water convert into crystal. Now the cytoplasm or protoplasm go to injure. That is called freezing injury. So freezing injury when happen? When temperatures are extremely 0 to 4 degrees reached in that located plants at intercellular spaces, water convert into crystalloid. So the protoplasm are go to injure. That is called freezing injury. Then heat injury. When temperature across 50 degrees centigrade or 70 degrees centigrade, all the metabolic activities are go to down or shut down, stopped. All proteins are go to denatured. Then that cells are go to die. That is called heat shock. So by heat shock, the cells are go to die. That phenomena is called heat injury. Now, another two terminology definitions: thermal constant, plant zero. Listen careful. Thermal constant, plant zero. Every plant before maturity, generally crop plants, before maturity, they need some heat energy, thermal energy. They need some units of thermal energy. Every crop plant before the maturity, they require some thermal energy, heat units. That is called thermal constant. So every plant before maturity, every crop plant before maturity, they require some thermal energy units, is called thermal constant. Plant zero. Before seed germination, it belongs to seed germination. Before seed germination, that seed require some temperature. Some means minimum effective temperature is required to for seed germination. That is called plant zero. So both are in both phenomena. Which phenomena? Before maturity of the plant, before germination of seed. In both conditions, they require temperature, thermo energy. If before seed germination, that is called plant zero. Before maturity, that is called thermal constant. The both are required. Example, cotton and maize plant. Cotton. Cotton plants are suitable, cotton crops are suitable to hot southern country, southern India. So cotton crops are suitable to the southern India because southern India it is located at a hot zone, hot regions. So cotton plant also growly perfect at southern India because cotton seed, cotton plant, the both are need at the time of maturity, at the time of seed germination, required thermal constant and plant zero. Cotton plant require plant zero and thermal constant. Both are require heavy. Heavy plant zero, heavy thermal constant exhibit by the cotton plant. Therefore, cotton crops are suitable growing at hot southern India. Second one, maize plant. Maize plant is suitable for northern India because maize plant has less thermal constant, less plant zero. Therefore, maize crops are suitable for northern India, cotton crops are suitable for southern India. This knowledge is need for farmers and people also. Some effect of temperature on vegetation. So effect of temperature on vegetation. Vegetation means distribution of plants on the earth planet is called vegetation. Distribution of plants. Distribution of plants is called vegetation. Next, other activities of temperature. In equator line, temperature is high. At polar region, temperature is less, maybe 0 degree. At equator, 50 to 70 degree temperature at equator. Altitudes means above sea level is called altitude. From bottom to above sea level, the temperature gradually decreases. For example, in troposphere, when we are going to upward height, every 1 kilometer, the temperature 6.5 degrees centigrade decreases from above sea level to upward direction of troposphere. Then latitude also. When increase the latitude, every latitude, the temperature decreases nearer 7 degrees centigrade. So altitude and latitude both are 7 degrees centigrade temperature decreases. So proportionate. Water content of soil. So it is linked with temperature. Mountain slope expose. So mountain expose, slope expose. Exposure also linked with temperature. Direction of the mountains. Plant cover. Color and composition of the soil. These all are decide the temperature either retain high or less. It is the statement. You understand this statement. Further topic will understand unless further topic cannot understood. So listen careful. Just I told, again repeat, every degree of latitude, either north or south of equator, every latitude, it is 1 point or every 1000 feet altitude. It is second point. So every latitude or every 1000 feet height, altitude means height. In that moment 7 degrees of centigrade temperature is decreases. Any one incident, every degree of latitude or every 1000 feet height, we are going to that 7 degrees centigrade temperature decreases, means we feel cool. These two statements are required to understand further topic. Based on the temperature, world can divided into 4 zones. Based on the temperature, entire world vegetation divided into 4 zones. One is tropical zone, another one is subtropical zone. Tropical and subtropical, here temperature is high, hot zones. Temperate zone, so here cool zones, it is cool. Polar zone, completely frost, snow zone. Poles, because polar region always cover with islets, snow. So it is hot zone. These two are hot zone. This is two cool zone. It is the cool zone. Coolest, cool, hot, hottest. So this is the hottest, hot zone, cool zone, coolest. So outside hottest and coolest, in between moderate temperature, moderate cool. Let you understand, I am taking Earth planet. You listen careful. This is the Earth planet. This is the equator. This is the 23 end of North Tropic of Cancer. This is the 23 end of South Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. It is the south side, it is the north side. This is the equator. Now this is the 40 degree, for example 60 degree, the completely 0 degree, as well as here also 40 degree, 60 degree, 80 degree, 0. These are poles. These are poles. These are latitudes. So 23 and of latitude, 40 latitude, 60 latitude, 80 latitude in both sides. It is the northern side, it is southern side. So latitude 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like 38, 40, 41, 40. Every latitude, when from equator to towards the north or south, we are going to every latitude, the temperature fall down 7 degrees. So decrease 7 degrees from equator to north side or south side. So how much temperature? 7 degrees are decreases. 7 degrees are decreases. So this is the equator. Every latitude. So these all are latitudes. Every latitude 7 degrees temperature decreases. It is one concept. 23 north side, 23 south side. So from 0 to 23, this region is called tropical region because temperature is too high. Not only north side, south side also. 23 up to. So north and south, towards both side, it is the hot region. Therefore, this is called tropical region. Here temperature is high, therefore precipitation also high. Next, up to 40 degrees, subtropical. Up to 60 degrees, temperate. Up to 80 degrees, polar region. So 4 we have to divide it. Equator to up to 20 degrees, this is called tropical region. Tropical region. Then after come up to 40 degrees, subtropical region. Up to 60 degrees in both sides, temperate region. Up to 80 degrees both sides, polar region. So vegetation have divided into 4 categories based on the latitudes. When we are going to move towards from equator to pole side, the temperature gets decreases. So tropical, subtropical, temperate and polar. At the same time, altitudes. I am taking altitudes. So this is the equator. It is the tropical region, subtropical region, temperate region and polar region. Suppose in temperate region, big size hills are there. If big size hills, the hill height also nearer 8,000 meters, for example, 8,000 meters. In which area? Tropical region. Tropical region. So the mountain has up to 1,000 meters, 1,000 meters height. The tropical climate is visible. The same climate is visible. 2,000 meters height. Now subtropical climate is visible. Second, this is altitudes, the height, it is indicate height. Where 2000 meters height, the climate is subtropical climate visible. 4000 meters height, temperate climate is visible. 8000 meter height, polar climate visible. So on the mountain exhibit the same latitude climate visible on the altitudes. So altitudes means above the sea level. So how much? 1000 meter, 2000 meter, 4000 meter, 8000 meter. Suppose at a subtropical level also has mountains. The mountain height may be 10,000 up to 1000 meter. Which type of climate visible? Tropical, because it is tropical. The tropical is not here. It is subtropical zone. Therefore, up to 1000 subtropical climate visible. 2000 temperate. 4000 and 8000 are polar visible. As well as, now I am taking this region. So it is the tropical, it is the subtropical, this is the temperate, cool zone. Now it is the polar. Suppose here mountains are there. Mountains are there. The mountain height 1000, 2000, 4000, 8000 meters. So already the mountains located at where? Temperate means cool zone. The bottom of the mountain, already which location it is? Adnate in temperate zone. So up to 1000 meters, temperate zone forest plants are visible. After 1000 in 2000 meters height, which type of plants are visible? Then next to polar. So polar plants are visible. Then next to 4000 polar. Then next 4000 polar. So only two type of the vegetations are visible. Now I am taking polar region. It is the equator. This is the tropical, subtropical. This is the temperate. Now polar. If polar has mountains, what will happen? 1000, 2000, 4000, 8000. Already the mountain located at polar region. Here the climate is never changed. The tropical, subtropical, temperate, this type of the temperature is not visible here, only polar. So 1000, 2000, 4000, 8000. Entire the visible polar like polar vegetation is visible. It is the secret of the latitude and altitudes. Now it is the one table. So zones based on latitude. Latitude means equator zone 0 to 20, tropical zone. This is the subtropical zone 20 to 40 degrees, temperate zone 40 to 60 degrees, and Arctic zone 80 degrees. 80 degrees. So which type of the climate visible here? So tropical zone, tropical climate, tropical vegetation visible. Subtropical area, subtropical vegetation, temperate, temperate. But when we are taking altitude, when altitude and latitude comparison, the tropical level visible at 1000-meter height on the mountain. If the mountain height 2000 meter, here tropical. If 4000 temperate, if 6000 polar at equator. At equator, tropical zone. If the mountain located at subtropical region, here already mountain located at subtropical region, therefore here tropical climate is not visible because the mountain located at subtropical. 40 degrees in between, 20-40 degrees. In 1000 meter subtropical visible, 1000 to 2000 temperate climate visible, 2 to 4000 polar visible, and 4 to 6 also polar visible. If the mountain located in temperate zone, means in between 40 to 60 degrees. So India come under temperate zone or subtropical zone, in between subtropical and temperate. If the mountains located at here, for example Himalayas, temperate means cool, in between 40 to 60 degrees. If the Himalayas 1000 meter up to 1000 meter, which type of the vegetation visible? Temperate, cool climate vegetation, cool climate related plants are surviving. Then 2000 meter, above 2000 meter, 4000, 8000 up to 8000, polar related alpine plantation visible on that Himalayas. Or now you go to 80 degrees near pole. Near pole there is no tropical climate, subtropical climate, not temperate climate. From if the mountain located at polar region, entire mountain has Arctic or alpine related plantations are visible. For example, I am taking this one, vegetation on Earth planet. This is the equator, Mediterranean line. At equator, temperature is high. Therefore, it is called tropical region. Temperature is high. The sun rays are fall directly. Temperature is high, therefore precipitation also high. So evergreen forests are developed here because precipitation is high. So evergreen rainforests are visible. As well as some, when you go to distance, maybe nearer 10 degrees or 15 degrees, beside the equator, nearer the equator, the desert climate is created because temperature is high. Exactly equator line, precipitation also high. Therefore, here evergreen forests are created, grown. But some far from the equator, there is no precipitation. Temperature is high, precipitation is low. Therefore, deserts or grasslands are developed. Now it is the 0 to 20 degree latitude. Now 20 to 40 degree latitude. In 20 to 40 degree latitude, India also come under, South India come under 20 to 40 latitude. Here deciduous forests, broad-leaved forests are developed. So latitudes are decide which type of the vegetation grown. Either deciduous or broad-leaved forests are developed. And come 40 to 60. In 40 to 60, coniferous plants, fine plants, fern plants. So beside the coniferous, tundras are forming. Tundras contain small shrubs and herbs like fern plants are, lichens are growing here. So here coniferous, here tundras, 60 to 80. Then 90, at 90 there is no plants because pole cover with ice. In both side, it is one side, north side and south side also same vegetation visible, same forest visible in both side. This distribution on globe land based on the latitude. Now altitude. So altitude means height above sea level. Every 1000 meter the temperature 7 degrees are fall down. So this is the bottom of the mountain. You observe it, this is mountain. The mountain height may be above 8000 meters. If the bottom of the mountain has which type of vegetation visible? Tropical rainforest. Like equator. 2000 meter height. Deciduous forest or broad-leaved forest. It is equal to 20 to 40 degree latitude. It is equal to 0 to 20 degree latitude. But it is altitude because we are discussing on mountain. Second one. Now third one, up to 4000 meters, needle leaf forest like pine forest, coniferous. Up to 6 to 8000 meters, tundra, small bushes. Above 8000, there is no plantation, cover with only ice. So it is the altitude, based on the altitude. These are the latitude. It is the altitude. Height, it is the latitude. This plant at equator. These are the broad-leaved deciduous are at 20 to 40 degrees. This is the tundra. It is the ice. So almost latitude vegetation, altitude vegetation are identical. So distribution of plants on the plain area, distribution of the plants distributed on the mountains are identical. So one more also, it is taking altitude and latitude. At the same time, I am taking temperature and precipitation. Temperature, precipitation is decided to the vegetation. So temperature and vegetation. One more thing, temperature effects on metabolism. So which type of the metabolism? Absorption of water. So plant absorption of water dependent on temperature, respiration and photosynthesis. You know what is the importance of temperature. In between 25 to 30 degrees is the optimum temperature for good respiration and photosynthesis. Regulate enzyme activity. Regulation of enzyme activity. So enzymes are up to 45 degrees. The enzymes are work actively. Above 45 degrees, enzymes are go to denaturation. Once denaturized, the total food products are go to spoiled. So every metabolic enzyme regulate by the temperature, optimum temperature. Transpiration. So during the transpiration, the plant loses water. If temperature is high, the plant lose more water. In that moment, when you increase the temperature, the plant stomata are goes to close. Sometimes phytohormones, abscisic acid initiated in the plant. After initiated of the abscisic acid, stomata are closed and transpiration go to stop. So it is the regulate temperature is regulated to the transpiration. Plant growth. So plant growth need temperature, and two phenomena, vernalization and stratification or chilling. Vernalization, this is the vernalization process. Vernalization generally for flowering, for seeding, for seed germination. Vernalization technique first time introduced by Lysenko, scientist name Lysenko. During the vernalization in the plants or seeds, that plant produces one special protein that is called vernalin. Vernalization means pre-chilling. Pre-chilling. The visible diagram is belongs to spinach, means palakura crop. In spinach, two type of the plants are visible. One plant is smaller in size, another one is too bigger in size. So it is the control plant. Control means normal plant, but too vernalized plant. This is the less vernalized plant. Vernalization means before the flowering, the plant under cool condition. So your weather also cool. You observe background of this crop. Some smog like diagram visible, that is indicate chilling. The weather is cool in winter season. Even though mango crops, before the flowering, the mango crops are felt in chilling condition at December, January time. That is called vernalization. Before the flowering, the crops are felt in chilling condition, less temperature. So the less temperature treatment is called vernalization. Who kind of vernalization? Lysenko. In spinach, it is the double vernalized plant, it is the less vernalized plants. Vernalized means chilling. Pre-treatment chilling is called vernalization. Approximately the temperature is 5 degrees centigrade. In vernalization, the plants get 5 degree centigrade. Next one, stratification. It is also chilling process, stratification. The stratification generally conducting for the seed germination. Some seeds are not germinating. They have dormancy in various reasons which are not germinating. Before that imbibition, the seeds are placed into the stratified layers, generally peat, silica, sand. Some are mixing to each other and form a and strategies, tiers. When the ungerminated seeds or non-germinated seeds are poured into that dig and pour the water, after few days, 1 or 2 days, that dormancy seed also can germinate. During this strategies, formation of layers, tiers by the peat and sand, they provide chilling nature. Temperature goes to fall down, therefore seeds are go to germinate. This is the another one, stratification. Now we are going to discuss some questions. As you go to the top of a mountain, what happens to temperature? What will happen? If you go to the mountain, top of the mountain, what will happen? Nothing? No. The temperature increases? No. Temperature decreases? Yes. Up and down? No. Every latitude, every altitude up to 1000 meters, 7 degrees centigrade decreases. The right answer is decreases. Temperature is decreases. What region receives the huge amount of solar radiation? So equator region directly, direct answer. Pole completely coolest. Temperate, cool. Tropical, hottest, not hottest, hot, hottest also. Equator region is the completely hot region. So places located at a high latitude receives less sunlight than places at low latitude. Is it true or false? So answer is true. How? You read, this is the earth planet. These are the latitudes. Places located at a high latitude, for example 50 latitude I am taking, as well as 20 latitude. Question. Places located at a high latitude, for example 50 latitude, receives less sunlight than places at low latitude. I am already noticed. From equator to towards the pole side, every latitude decrease how much temperature? 7 degrees. From 20 to 50, how much temperature decreased? Nearer 30 into 7, 210 temperature. 210 degrees centigrade decreases according to that. But anyhow, that statement is true. There are nearer the equator between about 23.5 degrees north and south latitudes. What is the answer? The region is called either tropic zone, yes, Arctic snow zone, polar again snow zone, temperate. These are two confusion in between, either tropic zone or temperate zone. Temperate means cool, tropic means hot zone. So it is the earth planet. Here asked north side 23 and half, south side 23 and half. Now in between the region is called tropical region. This is the tropical region. Where is the tropical? This is the right answer. So north side 23 up to south side 23. The entire considered as tropical region. So in which zone decomposition of the dead organism takes place? It is related to pond stratification. Limnatic zone, no. Benthic zone, yes. Littoral zone, no. Euphotic zone, no. The right answer is benthic zone. Limnatic zone means it belongs to light stratified lake. Limnatic means surface of the lake. Littoral means edges of the lake. Euphotic means again surface along with limnatic. So benthic means it is the bottom of the lake. Right answer is benthic zone. And another one, eutrophication of water bodies leading to killing of fishes is mainly due to non-availability of. So oxygen is the right answer. Now let it I give one or two words about the eutrophication. About the eutrophication. U means, say U means heavy. This is the pond. Inside of the pond, if nitrogen and phosphates, listen careful, it is entrance bit. Surrounding of pond, either domestic wastage or industrial wastage or agriculture wastage. Due to the rains, through the rainwater, nitrogen, excess of phosphates reached into the pond. Now the pond got more nitrogen, more phosphates. In that moment, when excess of nitrogen and phosphates are the algal blooms are forming. The clusters of the algae is forming. Once algal blooms are formed in the lake, the water goes to contaminated. When contamination takes place, the oxygen levels are fall down because algal blooms. When oxygen levels are fall down, the aquatic animals are go to die. This phenomena is called eutrophication. So in eutrophication, which nutrients are excess? One is nitrogen, another one is phosphates. Which are formed? Algal blooms. What will happen when algal blooms are formed? The level of oxygen is decreased. This is called dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen levels are fall down. Means scarcity of oxygen created. There is no oxygen. Therefore, aquatic animals are go to die. This is called eutrophication. Older ponds, older lakes. The older lakes shows eutrophication. Older lakes means 20 years, 30 years lakes are there. That older lakes every year get some nitrogen and phosphates. Therefore, eutrophications are generally visible in eutrophic lakes. Oligotrophic lakes are there. Oligo means less, or younger ponds, younger lakes, 2-3 years lakes. In younger lakes, nitrogen phosphates are less amount of nitrogen phosphates are mixed into the oligotrophic lakes. In oligotrophic lakes, there is no eutrophication. So oligotrophic lakes means younger lakes. Eutrophic lakes means older lakes. Generally, eutrophication visible in older lakes. Nitrogen phosphates. Remember, dissolved oxygen decreases. Algal blooms. Eutrophication. These are the important. Thank you. If you interest, one extra point I am giving. This is the precipitation on y-axis, temperature on x-axis. Temperature here 50 degree I am taking, 40 degree, 30 degree, 20 degree, 0 degree temperature on x-axis. Precipitation 50 centimeters, 100 centimeters, 200 centimeters, 400, 500 centimeters. So precipitation in centimeters, temperature in degrees. If here 50 degree temperature means heavy temperature, 50 centimeters means less precipitation, little amount of rain is fall down. Therefore, this climate completely desert area. Desert. So it is resembling with equator line. Equator. Precipitation if 200, temperature is 50. Therefore, here among this, which type of the vegetation developed? So, evergreen forest developed. In second zone here. So, your temperature is fall down, but precipitation is various. In that moment, which type of the deciduous crop plants are developed? Broad-leaved. Here temperature is fall down. Precipitation is various level. Conifers are developed. Temperature is too down. So here tundras are developed. At 0, there is no plantation. So when we are taking precipitation and temperature, in that moment, the first one is evergreen forests are developed. Second one is deciduous forests are developed. Next one, conifers are developed or taigas are developed. Taiga means bushes. Finally, tundras are developed. Tundras. So your temperature is here maximum 50, 30, 20, 10, 0. So where the tundras are less, 4-5 degrees centigrade. Precipitation is nearer 150 precipitation or 500. Your evergreen, deciduous, conifers, temperature. In between temperature and precipitation, these two factors are decided to the distribution of vegetation. In that area, there is no plantation because Temperature is high, precipitation is low. So there is no plantation. These are the deserts. Okay, thank you.